I've created the best transition plugin for DaVinci Resolve, featuring over 1,000 variations. It's an absolute game changer. The plugin also includes a brilliant Surprise Me button that does this. And by the way, the plugin doesn't lag. I've developed my own motion blur. Everything is in this video. How do you create transitions in DaVinci Resolve? For instance, there are built-in transitions like push. But sometimes you want something more interesting. In that case, you can try downloading transitions from various sites, such as Envato. They really do look cool, but you cannot change them. You are unable to make them longer or shorter, and they are inconvenient to use because they keep getting lost in your projects. But that is where my Transitions Pro plugin comes into play. The brilliance of this plugin is that you can apply it with a single click from the effects panel. Done, the transition is added. There are 4 types of curves to choose from, ranging from sharp to smoother. Next, we have a button to set the transition center. Instead of manually trying to align the clip perfectly in the middle of the cut, you just click the button and the transition animation snaps exactly into place. This opens up some interesting possibilities. You can lengthen the animation and, for instance, make the transition start fast and then ease out slowly. Next, you'll find a whole bunch of ready-made transitions. The position transition adds a nice slide in a direction of your choice. You can also click the long button and the animation will become much longer. Next is the zoom transition. You can choose the zoom intensity for this transition. Next is rotation. Set rotation strength from 0 to 360 degrees. Another cool feature of the plugin is that these transitions can be combined. For example, let's enable both zoom and position at the same time. Here's the result. Now let's move on to the second page. We're greeted by the first effect, shake, which adds a shake to the transition. Next, the brightness effect adds a glow. For example, let's enable brightness and shake with a position transition. This is the result we get. We can also add distortion, blur, light and grain, and all of these can be combined. Now it's time to talk about some equally interesting features of this plugin. First up is motion blur, and not just any motion blur. You probably know that the built-in motion blur lags so much that using it is a real pain. That's exactly why I developed my own version of blur that doesn't use the built-in motion blur and doesn't strain the system. And last but not least, we have perhaps the most interesting feature of this plugin, the transition randomizer. With just a single Surprise Me button, you can create over 1,000 transition variations, where every transition is unique and looks great. The plugin works with any project resolution, whether it's horizontal or vertical video. So, what do you think of the new plugin? You can explore all its features via the link in the description on my website, editflow.pro. And if you're on the fence about getting it, there's a free version available. You can also check out other plugins on the channel. See you in the next videos.